guys, welcome to my channel. My name is ShineBuilds and today we're going to be doing a speed build on a modern build. I personally love building with modern homes. They just bring me so much joy to build and they're just so simple but yet so bold and out there. So today we're going to be doing a modern home that I got off of Pinterest. I can't show for copyright reasons, but hopefully you guys like it in the end. So with this build, I knew I was kind of messing with the height of the build. I didn't know how high I wanted it to be, but I just knew that I wanted a lot of windows and I wanted one of those tall windows in there. So I was just kind of messing with the height to figure that out, but I ended up changing a lot of the outside and how it looked because I was playing a lot with the windows, because stacking windows, seeing if they would fit. I just knew I wanted a lot, but I didn't know how to incorporate it. Yeah. So moving on, I honestly wish that The Sims had more options with the windows, more customization with the windows. So with those slanted roofs, you're able to really make custom windows that fit the roof slope. But that's okay. Maybe in the future they'll eventually adapt to it. So right here, moving on to the outside of the build, I realized I didn't make it wide enough because I wanted to make sure this was a kind of a big build, and with this I really wanted a very simple color scheme with it. So I went with a white with a tan on the outside, like a wood. So the whole build is probably going to have, it will have a black, white, and wood tan kind of look throughout it. And yeah, so with this build, I realized in the front entrance where the wood is, I didn't continue it on the front entrance. So that kind of bugs me throughout the whole build, but you know, I can go back into it in the gallery and fix it. So if you do download this, just know that it just needs one extra little strip of, you know, wood paneling, but that's okay. So on the back, I emphasized I wanted a lot of windows. So I was working with that, and in front of the build, I was worried that it was going to be too simple if I left it with just white. So I put a little bit more wood paneling in the front, but I realized that I couldn't extend the wood paneling to the roof, so it kind of looks silly between those two windows in the front. So I ended up going back to it and fixing it and just going to white, but I obviously moved on, and again I was still stuck on these little pillars. I wanted extra detail with this build to add a little bit more dimension, and for some reason I just couldn't figure out the little pillars. They just wouldn't become shorter on the top of the roof, and I really didn't want to extend the roof any more than they already were. So I ended up scrapping this idea. It was really cute in the Pinterest photo. Whoa, why did I say it like that? Photo. So sorry. But you know, it is what it is. So I moved on and I continued with the windows because, you know, your girl loves some windows. Who doesn't love windows? I love the sun, and my plants do too. So now we're moving on to hopefully the inside. I did remove the ceilings in the two big main buildings, not the center of the building. I wanted a tall ceiling, so if you were to look inside of it, you can get like that high ceiling look with those windows. So now I'm moving on to the layout of the house. So I really wanted to make it a 3-bedroom, 2-bath build. I wanted a walk-in closet in the master. But when I build in The Sims and I just free draft a layout, I always forget how big furniture is in The Sims, so I had to place a bed down just to make sure I was making everything according to size. So right here, I was splitting it off into the 3rd bedroom. I will change a lot of this layout. This little weird square cutout in the main living room, I ended up getting rid of because I wanted it to make it like a utility room with, I don't know, laundry, but I ended up getting rid of it. I love the laundry idea for The Sims, but I really hate the aspect of using the laundry day in The Sims, so I ended up scrapping it here soon. I wanted a bigger layout for the whole living room, and I just felt like that little utility laundry room was just kind of in the way of having like an open concept. So we got rid of it. We're moving on. Here, of course, you need a lot of lighting to know what the heck you're doing in any builds, because it can get really dark inside The Sims buildings, homes, you know. So with this, I knew I had a huge living room to go with. So with the living room, I wanted to go big, I wanted to go simple, white, black, continue with the aesthetics of those color schemes. So I went with that cute little white, huge couch that you can make customized, which I love that they did in that expansion. So right here, I'm flipping through the debug section. I'm not 100% familiar with the debug section, so I know I need to familiarize myself with there just to kind of find more cute, fun little knickknacks that I can put and clutter the homes with, because you know we love cluttering homes, but in modern builds there's not too much cluttering you can do. So I did end up just putting a little magazine and an empty wine glass, because The Sims will probably end up cleaning the wine glass. So, but for just a little aspect of building it, I wanted to include it in there. So went with that huge rug. I wanted a floating console right below the TV, because I kind of like that. It kind of has like the IKEA feel to it. So I was just trying to find some little knickknacks that I can throw on top of it. I end up actually completely redoing this. I swear I have like ADHD when it comes to decorating in The Sims. I will end up decorating one section, think it's fine, then move on, and then I'll find additional pieces that I want to add and I'll redo it. And you'll see that multiple times throughout this build. So moving on, I knew I wanted a little cute bookcase behind the couch. I thought that would be so cute, and especially with some of the builds, if you have tall ceilings, you can use those like super tall bookshelves. So I ended up not using the tall one anyway, so it's okay. I like this one. So wanted to find more clutter to fill it in, and of course plants. I ended up finding this cute little llama that I put at the bottom of it. I've never seen it before, but it was the cutest little llama ever. I kind of wish I still left it gold, but super cute. I think it was a llama. Bunny? Does it look like a bunny or a llama? Anyways, I'm gonna say it's a llama. It was super cute. So here we go to my kitchen. So with the kitchen, I wanted a simple white kitchen, super modern, super sleek, just kind of follow with the little scheme of everything. So I was trying to figure out what kind of floating cabinet would work here. As you can tell, there's no refrigerator here. I end up probably like halfway through the build, I realized I never put a fridge or a trash bin in this kitchen, and I know it's probably gonna bug you guys. You're like, listen, the obvious isn't there. We don't have a fridge. How can we cook in here? Yeah. Well, I ended up adding one, so don't you worry. Don't let it bug you too much. It'll come. So I definitely wanted to add a living room. Not a living room, I'm so sorry, a dining room in the kitchen. I kind of like that concept, but I struggled so much with finding the right table, rug, and chairs to go with it. So I ended up messing with the dining room quite a bit. I did leave those little art pieces up there because I thought they were really cute, and I really liked the white, but then the pops of red and blue in it. So I ended up scrapping the whole dining room, and as you just saw, I was trying to add like a little coffee bar, but it didn't work out. I really wanted to put the coffee bar on like a little console table, but they don't go on there, so I need to add a mod where I can just put it up there regardless, because that would be super cute to have like a coffee bar over there, but I don't want like a full cabinet over there. So I ended up just putting a little coffee thing in the fridge, or in the fridge, in the kitchen area, but I think I ended up scrapping it regardless, so because I needed that fridge and I totally forgot about the fridge, but that's okay. So here we are going back. I don't like too much clutter in the kitchen, especially with modern builds, so I just put a little flower with a little paper towel roll, and I think I called it good. As I was actually flipping through the debug section, I ended up finding a plunger in there, and I took it out and was like looking at it, and I didn't didn't know there was a plunger actually in the debug section. I thought that was the funniest thing. And I'm gonna try to incorporate it into my next builds, just a random plunger in your bathroom. So again, I was trying to fill out this little wall area by the dining room. I pulled out those little bowling shoe containers, and I thought that was really interesting. I really liked the piece, but it didn't end up working in this area because I didn't know what to use it for, but I just really liked how interesting it was, minus the fact it was for bowling. So I went back with the coffee idea, trying to see if that would work, but I ended up just removing this whole wall altogether. This whole dining room area, I end up redoing at the very end because, again, I just, you know how like you get stuck on an idea and you can't figure it out, so you move on. That was kind of the concept here. So I ended up moving on to the entryway because I just love doing entryways, maybe because I just recently redid my entryway, but I don't know, I feel comfortable designing entryways, and I made it pretty simple, scaled up a little art piece, did the little black tan look, tied in the blue from the dining room, put it in a little rug here, super neutral. Never mind, it wasn't neutral. I went with a Bulls orange here. I definitely knew I wanted a seat right here in case you came in and wanted to take off your shoes. It would be a place for you to sit. So, but as I was looking for it, I found a cute dining room chair. It ended up not working, but that's how like ADHD I am in this game. I just move all over the place when I find stuff as I build, but I'm sure you all are the same when it comes to that kind of stuff. But yeah, I ended up really liking this entryway with the orange rug. I thought that was kind of bold in this modern build since it was already so neutral with everything, and it kind of ties in with that little painting with the red and orange, I guess. So after the entryway, I started to redo the lighting in the home. I wanted to redo the lighting that I placed originally when I started building it and reorganize it and make sure that it was all in a straight line to make the building make sense. I was debating on whether I should hang something on the ceiling as far as different lighting, but I kind of just kept those little default lightings that we all like to use. So I moved on to the master bedroom. With this one, I really liked the green color of those bed sheets, but I think I ended up changing it because it kind of clashed too much with that painting, and I really liked that painting of how colorful it was, and it kind of tied in with the nightstand. So I did a chair in the corner, you know, just a little casual chair that you sit in your bedroom to put on your shoes. I don't know, but it matched the painting, so I really liked it, so I kind of tied that in. Next, I moved on to the closet, the walk-in closet, and I really liked that we're able to do something like this now. Yeah, with the closet, I just liked having the open concept with the closet instead of just having a little drawer. So I was just kind of playing around, seeing how I could fill into the cabinets with these boxes that I really liked from that Dream Designer expansion pack that they came out. They came out with so many cool objects in that expansion, so I was just kind of filling it out and making sure that there's a little chair in there when you want to put on your shoes, and a little mirror so you can make sure that you look really good once you come out of your closet, right? So next here, I was trying to work on the curtains, but I flipped through so many curtains because I realized that I did do the tall windows in the beginning, and I had to scale up some of the new curtains, and I'm pretty sure this is one of these new curtains too. And I just realized that there's not a lot of curtains for tall windows, so it was kind of a struggle, but you know, good thing for sizing up things and move objects. So here we move into the bathroom, and let me tell you, the next two bathrooms, I struggled so much with the color scheme of what I wanted to do. When I originally started with this bathroom, I really liked those countertops that I got, the white and teal. I just really liked the color of it, so I didn't want to get rid of it. So I didn't want a too basic bathroom, so then I kind of started flipping through it with more colors, and then I realized that the colors kind of clashed with the counters. The counters were my main inspiration, so I redid this, quite a bit. I started doing different colors, and then I realized I'm doing a modern build and I didn't know if I wanted to keep it super modern, so I changed the textures, the wallpaper so many times, and then I went back to that like tan and white kind of look for the bathroom. I ended up staying that way, and I ended up only keeping it on one of the walls that share between the two bathrooms. But then I switched to the black because I love black and white, and I've always wanted like a all black bathroom when I had my house. So this was kind of an inspiration of kind of me wanting that all black bathroom, but it just didn't work with these cabinets. And I just redid this bathroom so many times. It was one of those rooms where you just kept redoing and redoing. So I kind of gave up on that bathroom. I moved on to the second bathroom. I figured it would kind of click once I started doing this bathroom. So I really liked the shower, how it had the white, gold, and tan kind of theme that we were going with. So this is where I ended up doing the all black bathroom, but I definitely changed it because it was too much. But I love it. I love bold stuff like this. So the inspiration was from the shower, just to kind of keep with that scheme of white, gold, and black. And since this was a second bathroom, a guest bathroom, I wanted the little decor on the counter to be super simple with just the towels and the flowers. So I ended up lightening up the bathroom again to the all white. I think it's really funny because I just struggled so much with this bathroom. It was just one of those days where I struggled so much. But I also didn't realize how big these bathrooms were. When I was laying it out, I didn't realize that I could fit a shower and a tub in both of them and have so much room for 2 counters. So it was really nice, but I finally was able to figure out the bathroom. Hallelujah. I kind of wish I didn't keep the that towel that was over the bathroom. It kind of was black and I wanted it to maybe be like white or tan, just to kind of blend in, but that's okay. I finally was able to move on to the bathroom. So next one we're going to be doing the office. It's office second bedroom. It's a little bit more narrow, so it might be like a kid's bedroom. I originally wanted it to be an office, but I ended up making it into like a arts and craft room. So I just put the easel there and I was gonna come back to it. As you can see, I was back and forth between the living room or the dining room and the bedroom because it was bugging me so much, and I knew I had to finish it, so I deleted the chairs to remind myself that it needed to be done. So, but it will all come together. That dining room will definitely come together. So here we are moving on to the second bedroom. I made it super simple. I really like this yellow bed with the little like super soft tone wood, light tone wood. So it was a super simple bedroom. I kind of kept it that way because when you play The Sims, you'll kind of personalize it of how the Sim is and what they want in their bedroom. I mean, I could have fit a desk in there, but I ended up not doing it. I just put the little cute, my favorite dresser in the corner with a plant, and then I just put some paintings over the bed. I was debating on putting on more paintings in this room, but I ended up not doing it. So again, I just left it pretty simple. Put a little rug in here, something just to brighten it up with some more colors, and then of course some curtains. But I think it turned out pretty well. I really liked it, really liked how simple it was, because sometimes less is more, if you know what I mean. So moving on, we finally made it to the arts and craft room. So with this one, I've kind of figured that the Sim living here, you know, a modern home, they would like to make their own paintings, or maybe they do paintings for a living, they're an artist. So I made a little art room, an art studio. And with this room, with the paintings, I wanted to kind of make sure that the paintings were leaning against the wall, like they were done, but they weren't hung up yet. And I really liked the concept of it, and I wanted to make that wall kind of just like exciting and vibrant in here to kind of inspire whoever the Sim is with being an artiste, you know? I don't really know. So Really liked the little newspaper on the floor, and I wanted to make sure that there was a light in there just in case they were painting. I ended up finishing it here with a little plant in the hallway, and then this is when I come to the living room with those chairs. I finally came to my conclusion of what I was gonna do. I really like these blue chairs, tied in the painting very well, and then I did a really simple rug underneath, and that is pretty much the build. After that, I put the little rug in there, wanted to see if I wanted to do tan or white. I ended up doing white because it was just so classic and I loved it. Of course, it's probably not the best in the dining room, but you know. So last but not least, I'm just going to finish off in the living room. I wanted to swap out that painting and make a little bit more of a grand painting and swap out some plants, and then the inside would be done. So, you know, we have to do the classic save in The Sims because you just never know in The Sims. But I'm moving on to the layout, not the layout, the landscaping. I ended up removing those pillars. As we could see in the beginning, I just couldn't figure them out. So I ended up just scrapping them. Even though it was going to be a nice concept to have those pillars in there, it just didn't work out. I got rid of them. It's okay. It ended up working out fine, just fine. But as you can see in the front, I forgot that, again, that little wood paneling by the front door to continue that whole right side of the building. You know, it's okay if you download this, you can fix it, but you know, I forgot. So, in the front of the landscaping, I wanted to make sure, super simple, I wanted to make sure that we had the necessities of a bin, a mailbox, and then I also forgot that there should have been a bin in the kitchen, like there should have been a fridge. It's okay, it all worked out. I ended up just finishing up the landscaping in the front with just some, you know, some sod in the front, just make sure that it looked realistic wherever I put the plants. And then in the back, I wanted it to be a super simple little hangout in the back with a grill and a place to hang out. And I left a lot of greenery in the back once we get to the back, so if you have a kids, you can put like a little swing set, a little play area, or if you want a pool, you're more than welcome to do a pool. So I definitely kept it open. I just know I wanted a little hangout area with a grill that led to the park, and then the rest was for you to kind of fill in your imagination. So I really hope that you guys like this build. You'll just kind of see me finalize the back of the building, and not the building, the home, I don't know what I'm saying. So I really hope that you guys liked it. I really liked it. It was my first build on this YouTube channel. I have ways to go, lots to learn, and I really hope that you guys grow with me, subscribe to my channel, hang out with me some more, and yeah, so please leave your feedback in the comments below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you. Bye.